What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stokastic coming to you with my 3 favorite plays for versus the house over at No House Advantage. We're putting player props together. We can play up to 5 of them. We can up to 21x our money. Pretty great stuff going on over there. But first, hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. That way, it goes a long way for this video. I can keep doing those, and you can be apprised whenever great betting content and DFS content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I am looking at these 3 player props to involve in my cards. I think you should too. I'll probably be posting these over on Twitter. Go follow me at Eric Lindquist. Going to be firing these up. But the versus the house, we're not playing peer-to-peer. We are simply looking for winners. And one of those, I believe, is going to be Eric Gordon under 1.5 threes. Eric Gordon, stint number 2, as my producer Dan so acutely pointed out. We've got Eric Gordon out there, not playing a lot of minutes here. We'll be paying close attention, making sure everybody is going to be in before the All-Star break, but Norman Powell will be out. He is the one piece that's going to be missing from these Clippers, but still, I don't think Eric Gordon sees this massive influx of minutes and usage. He played 22 minutes, attempted 7 shot attempts, and 1.5, so 1 for 3 from 3. He's got to get to 2 to kind of surpass that kind of a number. I don't see enough volume there for Eric Gordon to be able to pull that off. He's only been shooting just shy of 35% from 3 on the season. So you're looking at 3 to 5 shot attempts to really get you a little bit nervous about taking the under on 1.5. But between this Phoenix Suns defense, which I think is going to be a little bit worse than people expected to. You just shipped out Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson to Brooklyn, inherited Kevin Durant. I think you do that every single time, but that's just me. But defensively, Phoenix isn't going to be as stout. Torrey Craig, whatever. You're going to have Josh Okogie, whatever. Not really the best wing defenders out there, but still, I think Eric Gordon still finds some problems here trying to just find volume amongst his own team with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and yes, Norman Powell's out. You might see 24, 26 minutes for Eric Gordon. Still not going to be enough based on his projected usage. My second play for versus the house here, we're trying to put it together, put 3 plays together and 5x our money. I'm looking at over 20.5 points for Paul George. So if I'm going to be shorting Eric Gordon and not think he gets as much usage, why not go to Paul George there on the other side? He projects out well in our free projections that we have going every single day for you over at Stokastic. Go to the free data tab and find it. But this one projects out really nicely for me, even more than it does over there. 20.5 points. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, he's a featured basketball player, going to also be stealing usage, but you're averaging just north of 23 points a game here on the season for Paul George. It's a low total, no doubt about it, 223 here in Phoenix, but right before the break, I could see Paul George and Kawhi Leonard just seeing an influx of minutes, knowing that they don't have to play another meaningful basketball game for 7 days. 32 minutes his last 2 for Paul George. Kind of got wonky towards the end of both of those games. The Milwaukee game blew out a little bit on the Clippers. Same thing with Golden State. They ended up quite a bit there in the fourth, kind of cruised in to the end there. Paul George could play 34 to 36 minutes here. That's more opportunity, more buckets for him and Kawhi Leonard. So I'm pretty bullish on being over on that number. Yes, him and Kawhi Leonard have not shared the floor all that much, and Kawhi has been more of the alpha in terms of usage, but I still feel like 20.5. We're talking about a near 3-point gap between his season average and what we're looking at here on the season. So there you go. Paul George going to be on the card for me as well. And the last play, oh boy, get your popcorn ready here. Chris Paul, I'm going to be shorting his 9.5 assist prop. He averages 9 on the season, but you know, that's a plus, but the guy's coming off of 19 assists against Sacramento, but I just want to talk about pace. It's all about that pace, no treble. As you look at Sacramento on the season, they're 10th in pace, 25th in adjusted defensive rating. You know who's not like that? The Clippers, 24th in pace and adjusted defensive rating. They're only 11th in terms of any advanced analytics you're looking at defensively, but just said it before, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have not shared the floor as much as you would expect this year. Injuries, Ty Lue kind of taking it easy on them at times. Kawhi Leonard was coming off the bench early on in the season, just ramping him up. Looks like a good move now because this team is still equipped to contend in the West, which is down. And I feel like this starts just defensively being a problem for oppositions here. And so Phoenix, yeah, can they go out and create for themselves? And can you have Devin Booker out on the floor? And can this definitely go south on you? Sure. But it projects out lower than the 9.5 assist line. I have this hitting almost 65% of the time here. That's a pretty darn good prop to be adding to your card. So I get it. You see 19 assists for him last game, and that was with Devin Booker in. That doesn't feel all that good, but I'm telling you, completely different set of circumstances breeds a completely different set of results. So give me the under on 9.5 for Chris Paul. Those are my 3 plays for you on Versus the House over at No House Advantage. We have Eric Gordon under 1.5 threes, Paul George over 20.5 points, and Chris Paul, CP3, under 9.5 assists against his former team. Let me know what you think of my plays in the video description box below. If there's anything you've got your eye on for No House Advantage here on this Thursday, it's going to be a long time till we have basketball again, meaningful basketball. Enjoy the 3-point contest. Enjoy the All-Star game. Those will be lovely things. But I'm excited to see you guys again next Thursday. It'll be a week off for all of us involved. We'll get refreshed, get ready to rock. But until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Thursday night.